I extend apologies, Prime Minister, on behalf of the President, who was very excited to be here today, but a certain flight delayed caused her to lose the opportunity to be with you and the rest of our colleagues this morning here. But I've been given the task to deliver her statement on her behalf. So first, let me say Komaldada for your leadership and that of your team. I also want to thank the climate champions who have helped convene this meeting. Certainly the very first island presidency of UNFCCC is a historic moment. This is a source of enormous pride for all of us in the Pacific. Prime Minister, your presidency could not have come at a better time. Those of us in the Pacific know how to steer a ship through choppy waters, but having a formal naval officer such as yourself at the helm only gives us more confidence in our objectives. Mr. Prime Minister, we all know we fall well short of the ambition needed to keep global temperature increase to within 1.5 degrees and so ensure the survival of our islands. But thankfully, there are several opportunities on the horizon to raise ambition. We need to seize these opportunities. The first of these, of course, will be COP23 later this year. It would be wonderful if your presidency, perhaps through the Global Climate Action Agenda, could deliver something specific for the Pacific region. And I'm sure you will do your very best for all of us in that regard. Under your leadership, Mr. Prime Minister, COP23 must also complete the design for the 2018 facilitative dialogue. That dialogue will be critical to inform the raising of ambition and will be the hallmark and the legacy of Fiji's COP presidency. We need to ensure that the dialogue is effective and that countries approach in good faith. And this cannot just be show and tell exercise. It needs to be more than that in order to be effective. Next year's proposed Climate Action Summit in California and the World Leaders Summit in 2019 that was recently announced by the UN Secretary General and for which my country has fought hard to secure are the two perhaps biggest political moments we have to ensure every country and every actor commits to increasing their emissions. We need to ensure next year's proposed California summit send very clear signals to both governments and the non-party stakeholders community as how they can do more. We must work to help make this happen. The IPCC special report on 1.5 degree is also due around the same time and will be a key moment of critical importance for Pacific SIDS and SIDS in general. We also need to ensure there is real progress on finance, particularly for adaptation in the coming years, with the US planning to pull back their effort. We need to see others step up. This includes many of the non-party stakeholders in the room today who have done so much already in stepping up to the plate on mitigation. Finally, I want to highlight that as we speak, a meeting on shipping emissions is well underway at the International Maritime Organization in London. Speaking on behalf of both one of the most climate vulnerable nations on earth, as well as the world's second largest shipping flag registry, I stress that unless we effectively address emissions from international shipping, the very survival of our country and my country and others in this room will be put at risk. Achieving the 1.5 degree limit simply is not achievable without ambitious climate actions in all sectors, including international shipping. And the truth is that ambitious climate action can be done hand in hand with safeguarding our economic interest. The Pacific must speak with one voice on this, and it is simply not credible to call for 1.5 degrees limit to be respected and not back that up with strong climate actions in all sectors and areas. Mr. Prime Minister, as always, you can count on the Marshall Islands to stand with you. As the convener of the High Ambition Coalition and as the chair of the Climate Vulnerable Forums from September next year, we will do everything we can to support you to ensure the strongest possible outcome from COP23. By working together, the Pacific has shown many times that the impossible is possible, and we will achieve it again, because we must. Komoldada, thank you very much. Mr. Prime Minister.